It's the final Friday of July, 1965. A bright, 21-year-old college student leaves her afternoon class on a beautiful summer day at the University of North Carolina. She takes a familiar shortcut through one of the campus's most peaceful places, a botanical garden filled with flowering trees and winding paths. She's looking forward to going home for the weekend. Her bags are waiting to be packed. A family member is expecting to pick her up that afternoon. Students are walking nearby. The campus is alive. But beneath the shade of a flowering tree, someone is waiting. Moments later, desperate screams shatter the quiet afternoon. By the time help arrives, the attacker has disappeared. More than 60 years later, no one has ever been held accountable. Good evening. I'm Marcus Hayes, and tonight on Case Files After Dark, we're walking onto the campus of the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill to reopen one of its oldest unsolved murders, the killing of Suellen Evans. If you're here for the deep, unsettling mysteries that history tried to leave behind, you're in the right place. To understand why this case stunned North Carolina, you have to picture Chapel Hill during the summer of 1965. UNC was widely viewed as a safe place, a quiet college town where students thought little about walking across campus alone in the middle of the day. Suellen Evans was 21 years old and originally from Mooresville, North Carolina. She had attended Catawba College and was spending the summer at UNC, taking additional classes before continuing her education with plans to become a teacher. On Friday, July 30th, 1965, shortly after noon, Suellen finished class. She stopped briefly to speak with a friend and later met with one of her professors before beginning the walk back to her dormitory. She planned to pack her belongings because a cousin was expected to pick her up later that afternoon for a trip home. To save time, Suellen took a familiar shortcut through Coker Arboretum, a beautiful 5-acre botanical garden in the center of campus. It was a path she had walked before. What happened next unfolded in only a matter of moments. Investigators believe Suellen was attacked near a crepe myrtle tree inside the arboretum. Evidence indicated her attacker attempted to assault her, but Suellen fought back. She screamed. She resisted with everything she had. During the struggle, the attacker used a knife, inflicting fatal wounds before fleeing the area. The quiet afternoon was suddenly interrupted by screams. People nearby rushed toward the sound. They found Suellen gravely wounded beneath the trees. Despite her injuries, she was still conscious for a brief moment. According to investigators, she managed to tell those helping her, "I was assaulted. I believe I'm going to faint." Emergency responders rushed her to Memorial Hospital. Despite every effort to save her, Suellen Evans was pronounced dead. News of the attack spread across campus almost immediately. Police sealed off the arboretum. K-9 units were brought in. Hundreds of volunteers searched the surrounding grounds. Investigators hoped to recover the murder weapon or any clue that might identify the killer. The weapon was never found. Students even organized a reward fund, hoping someone with information would finally come forward. But no breakthrough ever came. The investigation quickly became one of North Carolina's largest homicide inquiries of the time. Local police worked alongside the State Bureau of Investigation, interviewing dozens of people. Several individuals drew investigators' attention over the course of the investigation. One groundskeeper was questioned extensively before ultimately being cleared. Another witness reported seeing an unidentified man leaving the arboretum around the time of the attack. Investigators also searched for a man reportedly seen with suspicious stains on his clothing. Despite numerous interviews, None of those leads produced enough evidence to identify Suellen's killer. Investigators believed Suellen's fierce resistance may have left scratches or other defensive injuries on her attacker. Forensic testing in 1965, however, was limited. DNA analysis did not yet exist. Without today's technology, many pieces of evidence simply could not be examined the way they would be now. As weeks became months, the investigation slowed. Eventually, the file was placed among North Carolina's growing list of unsolved cold cases. Over the decades, investigators have revisited Suellen Evans' case, hoping advances in forensic science might finally reveal the person responsible. But time has a way of stealing evidence. Witnesses pass away. Memories fade. Physical evidence deteriorates. Still, Suellen's murder has never been forgotten. Her case became one of UNC Chapel Hill's oldest unsolved mysteries and remains a solemn reminder that violence can occur even in places once believed to be completely safe. Someone, somewhere, may still know exactly what happened that summer afternoon beneath the trees of Coker Arboretum. Whether that truth still exists in a forgotten memory, an old family story, or a long-kept secret, no one knows. Suellen Evans was simply walking back to her dormitory, looking forward to a weekend with her family. Instead, her life was stolen in broad daylight on one of North Carolina's most respected college campuses. More than 60 years later, the person responsible has never been identified. If you have historical information about the murder of Suellen Evans, investigators encourage you to contact the appropriate authorities. Perhaps the answer has been waiting all these years for the right person to finally come forward. What do you think is the greatest challenge in solving a campus murder from the pre-DNA era? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm Marcus Hayes, and this is Case Files After Dark. Stay safe out there, North Carolina.